The American dream, a house with a yard, a stable job, freedom and opportunity for all. But what if that dream was never built for everyone? What if, for Black Americans, the so-called dream wasn't a promise, but a nightmare, a prison, or worse? The American dream has always been sold as a universal truth to the world, but in reality, it has often symbolized oppression. While one group was handed mortgages, jobs, and education, Black communities were redlined, excluded, and criminalized for simply trying to reach the same dream of opportunity. To many, the dream was a wall with gates locked shut. Think about it. The wealth that fuels America's dream was built on Black labor. From slavery's unpaid toil to low-wage exploitation, Black bodies were the backbone of American prosperity. But instead of sharing in that prosperity, Black workers were often left with generational poverty, while others enjoyed generational wealth, keeping the dream shut out to brown skin. America exploited Mexican immigrants that worked on the farms and in the hospitality industry, always looking for cheap labor and large returns on the backs of others. The dream was also guarded by laws and systems designed to keep it out of reach: police enforcing segregation, courts denying justice, prisons replacing plantations. So what if the American dream itself was just a mask? A story to hide the reality of systemic oppression. For Black Americans, chasing the American dream often meant exhaustion, working twice as hard for half the reward, obtaining higher education to compete against other applicants with only a high school diploma, internalizing the message that failure wasn't about the system, but about them. The dream became a nightmare, one that demanded silence, conformity, and endless resilience just to survive. Black Americans have never had the luxury of mediocrity. They have always had to achieve excellence for consideration for a seat at the table. And if they built their own table, the powers in charge worked overtime to destroy it. But here's the question: what if Black Americans stopped chasing the American dream and started redefining it? What if success wasn't measured by assimilation into a system designed against them, but by building new systems of wealth, creativity, and collective power? A dream not rooted in exclusion, but in liberation. The American dream may symbolize Black oppression when access was denied, but history shows us something powerful. Even when the dream was a cage, Black people kept dreaming anyway. Black Wall Street, Harlem Renaissance. And maybe the real revolution is this: when the oppressed stops chasing someone else's dream and start building their own. The question becomes, whose dream are we really chasing and why? We are Unshakable Roots, and we don't flinch from the truth. See you in the next video.